Hello people of YouTube and welcome back. So I've got a bit of a pickups video for you because that's what I do really. I'm trying to expand things into different things, but I mean I'm a video game addict. I can't help but purchase new things. As you could probably tell, there's a bit of a change in the background. This is now at a corner. I've watched a lot of videos recently, and the ones that do really well, everyone's put in the corner, sat in the corner, between some stuff, and yeah, that's supposedly how you beat the algorithm. I think, I don't know. I mean, I'm just trying. Yes, I've got some dusty old records here, bought before they was cool, I guess. So I bought all the wrong ones basically. So these are all not cool records, like they're not no video game soundtracks. But I do have video games over here. So is that cool? Maybe that's cool. I don't know. But anyway, yeah, it's yeah, a bit of a move around. We always have a bit of room Tetris, don't we, in our collecting lives or just lives in general. But anyway, enough rambling on. What have I got? So yes, it was my birthday recently, so got a few gifts, a few treats, and a bit of retro at the end as well. So yeah, let's get into it then, shall we? So I'm going to start with modern first. So Tootie, you'll probably want to skip to right to the end because I think he will enjoy what I've got there, but I don't think he's going to enjoy this bit. So what did I get first? Like I say, it was my birthday. So with a bit of the money I got and a bit of my own money because it was an expensive thing, I finally joined the modern era. Yeah, I've got a PS5. So yeah, got this. This is just the box, obviously. The PS5 is hooked up over there on my TV. I'm not going to unplug it just for a bloody pickup. But yeah, I got this mainly because I think I told everyone that my PS4 that I put in my arcade machine blew up because I was just plugging it in and out too much, I think. So I was a bit worried. I'm hoping that was the kind of the reason. Um, so yeah, I was like, well, I was thinking, umming and ahhing about it, and I was thinking, do you know what? It was a bit too slow because it was just a standard PS4. It was a bit too slow to be putting in the arcade machine. I'd rather have a Pro, and the price of a Pro is around 200 quid used. So I've got a Pro, and I thought at that point I might as well get a PS5. And like I said, I knew it was my birthday coming. I had a look. I had to like sort of pre-order this for like 3 weeks, I think. So it came after my birthday, and yeah, I've used it once, and it was a PS4 game. So I've still not experienced the adaptive control, whatever it's called, on the controller. I think the best way to do that is the Astros Playroom. But it's Nintendo month, and I've been playing a little bit of Nintendo games. To be honest, I've been playing more arcade games, or doing stuff like real world stuff a bit. So yeah, got a PS5. So yeah, to be honest, I don't know what I'm going to do collecting wise. I think because I've got such a good PS4 collection behind me, um, I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to stick with PS4 games if they have the updated version on disc or like downloadable. And if it's a PS5 pretty much exclusive, not all like really made for the PS5, I'll probably then start buying the PS5 one up until they stop making these because I think these are going to be going for another couple of years. I think, honestly, I think this is unnecessary. I think they could have survived another year without bringing one out, and they would have still made money. Bring out another PS4, PS4 Pro Slim, maybe. I don't know. Anyway, that's the current. Well, let's go into a bit more retro, and we've got some Switch stuff. That's probably riled some people up. I forgot to show this a while ago. So when I got a couple of gifts from Horatio von Basten, Sean, the reason why I put them in is because I bought this off him, and I forgot to flip him and bring it out. So this is the flip grip. So there's nothing in here. So the flip grip is basically, that is the picture of it. It's just this black piece of plastic, and you slip your Switch in there, put the Joy-Cons on the side, and then you can play your Switch in Tate mode or vertical, like a vertical screen. So you can play like Pac-Man, Pac-Man, Donkey Kong, and for me, the shooters. That's predominantly what it's for. So this came out quite a while ago. There was a restock of it, and Sean got a couple of them, and well, I have bought it off him, and I think I still owe him some money for it. I think because he did me a great deal on it, and yeah, I think a question that a lot of people have is, does this work with the OLED Switch, which is the one that I have? So it does. So it goes in, but it doesn't lock in. So if you was to turn it upside down, it will fall out slowly, but it will fall out. It doesn't lock in place like the original one. It's not really a deal breaker. If you're holding it like this, there's no reason for it to fall out. So yeah, it's pretty cool. The only problem is my preferred Joy-Cons, which are unofficial ones, don't work with it because they have to be connected to the Switch for them to work, because they've not got their own power, which is a bit shit because I don't really like the Joy-Cons. So I might get the Zelda Joy-Con because I think the Zelda one has an actual D-pad. I think my local CEX is one of them actually, so I might go in and see about buying it. Next up, another Switch. So this was part of my gifts. I think this was like a voucher, and we've got Horihue. So this is what I'm actually playing this now. Am I? Oh yeah, that's Peach Ball that's in there. That's a different game. That's my pervy game, which again plays quite well on the Tate. But yeah, this is a very cutesy shoot 'em up. So it's sort of like it's very misleading, very misleading, very cool, cutie shoot 'em up. However, it's fiendishly difficult, even for someone like me. I think me and Dylan have talked about this because we've both got it, and yeah, I'm finding it really hard to progress to the second stage consistently. You have like this wall of ships that just come out straight away at the beginning, but such a fantastic game. The music is amazing. I think it's got some of the composers from Gradius, and there's quite a lot of, even though this doesn't look like much, there's quite a lot of history in this, and I think there's quite a lot of like developers that are known for like bigger shooters, or like classic shooters at least anyway, that have made this. So yeah, I want to play this a little bit more. Yeah, I'm trying to figure out the best way to do it. I really want to hook up my Switch to my arcade and then play it on there, because I think I'm going to love it on there. But like I say, at the moment, until I find a good switching solution, I'm not going to be doing that. But yeah, definitely recommend this. I think this is only about, I think it was like 21 quid. So yeah, that was pretty good. Next up, a game that I've been wanting for the longest time. I was hoping for it to drop, but it just doesn't seem to, and it is Infinix for the PS4. So this is sort of like an 8-bit style platformer hack and slash style game. Adventure action is probably what best way to discuss it is. And I believe there's a bit of a cheat on here to make it a little bit easy. Was it easy, or does it change the gameplay or something like that? Yeah, really looking forward to playing this. Yeah, can't wait. A lot of people have talked about this before, but yeah, finally got Infinix. And it's by Merge Studios. Merge is one of them developers stroke publishers that, you know, if you've got that on there, it's a sign of quality. Next up, we have got one that I've been watching on Ian, on the RGB podcast, The Poltergeist. He's been championing this game for some time. And yeah, I watched it on CEX. And I saw it, like, it went up like about 15 quid while I was watching. And then I thought, bugger to that. I'll wait until I can get it cheaper. On eBay, 50 quid. And then eventually I got a copy on CX for 20 quid. It was a German copy, and it would look like it had been stabbed to death. It was like all the cover was just destroyed. And they sent it out. So then I ordered another one, and fortunately enough, it was £2 cheaper. It was 18 quid, or 20 quid with delivery, which I was buzzing about because, like I say, I think the cheapest one on eBay is like 50 quid. It's ridiculous. But anyway, enough building up. What is it? It's Home Sweet Home for the PS4. Now, I always sort of like, I saw this around quite a few times, and I never picked it up because I thought it was a VR only game. Now, I love my VR games, I really do, but sorry, I'm not playing a horror game on it. I would absolutely shit my pants so much. I love horror games, but honestly, VR games, it doesn't take much for it to become absolutely scary. Now, I've heard quite a lot of good things about this game from Ian and from other people as well. So, and what I found out is it's just VR compatible. It's not essential. You can play this on your TV. So, yeah, really pleased with this. I think I'll be definitely playing this in October for Halloween because that's what we do, play horror games. And like I said, I've been really enjoying horror games just recently. Horror games and arcade games, that's my things at the moment. So also I got one for Retro Red Steve. I'm sure that's giving it away, hasn't it? I've got the Wonder Boy collection. Now, I've not got the one from, what's it called? Was it not Red Art? No, Strictly Limited, wasn't it? So this actually only has 4 games. The Strictly Limited one has like quite a lot. So what this has is the original Wonder Boy in Monsterland, Monster World, and Wonder Boy 4. Unfortunately, it doesn't have 5, which would have been... Is it 5, the one with the girl? Oh, that is that Monster World 4? That is Monster World 4, isn't it? Asher, isn't it? Yeah. I mean, to be honest, what more do you need? I will look forward to playing these games. I love Wonder Boy. I'll see if I can actually beat the first Wonder Boy. I've never done that. Hopefully it's got some save states on it so I can actually do it. Monsterland, that coin noise is just ingrained into my psyche. I love that game is so good. I love it. I love it. Next up, we've got a game that's not here, so let me pause it. And we're back. So a game that an interesting one, a very interesting one. I think I got a bit of FOMO with this one, and it is Demon Thrall. So this one is from, what is it called? Special Reserve Games, another limited run company. Now, there was a lot of hype around this because this was probably, I think it's the first, like at least known, pushed because of it. Only physical, never digital. So the only way you can play this game is by buying a physical, and it's a limited game. So this is going to be worth a bit of pennies. And I didn't realise these were numbered. And this is number 330 of 10,000. So yeah, I actually I never noticed that until just now. But yeah, this is a twin stick shooter. Love them kind of games. It's a shame it's only a Switch game because this would be awesome on the PS4. I'd love to play on the PS4, but alas, it is what it is. It's one of my favourite genres. I really do like the twin stick shooters, and it is sort of like a Super Nintendo style 16-bit sort of like looking one. So yeah, I think this could be worth a fair bit in the future. I know like I've got a couple of Strictly Limited games that are worth stupid money. So of course, and then it comes with stickers as well. Demon Throttle. Yeah, so that'll be put away. To be honest, I will play it. I'll open it up and play it because that's what I bought it for. You can't. It's not like you can download a version of it, is it? So next up, we have got classic. This is amazing. Turtles Shredder's Revenge. So I played through this on the arcade originally on the Xbox series because it was on Game Pass, but no way I was having this digitally. I was getting a physical copy of this. So who was this? Another Merge Games release. Who is it who does this? Another limited company made the special edition of this. I think they released it as a normal version as well, but yeah, I had to get this. It goes with my sort of Streets of Rage one as well. So yeah, really pleased. It's a really cool little collection of games. I mean, I don't really need to tell you about this game. I think everyone's talked about it, but yeah, it comes with a nice little like CD that looks like a pizza box. It comes with a bandana, which is one of 4 colours. I think mine's Leonardo. I think, or was it Donatello? No, actually no, it's Donatello. It's purple. Yeah. Art card, special edition box with some pin badges in, which are pretty cool. This big metallic sewer coaster, and then of course the game itself. And yeah, I've played through I've not actually completed on the PS4. I need to spend a bit more time with that actually. My nephew came over and was playing it and was loving it. He didn't know about it. Loves Turtles, and he absolutely loved it. It was quite nice to see the new generation playing a game like this that he loves. What I loved as in my childhood. So that was quite cool to see. And the last PS4 game. Oh no, it isn't. The penultimate PS4 game is one I picked up at CEX. Went and got some CX credit, and I got Bulletstorm Full Clip Edition. Absolutely love this game on the 360. And what's cool about this is I think you can play as Duke Nukem, or at least it's got some Duke Nukem content. So really intrigued to see how that works. I am very tempted to. I'm definitely going to play this again. Only £4 as well. And what's interesting about this game is it's got no title on the spine. So I don't know where I'm supposed to put this. If I am part of the what's it called, the alphabetizing Nazis, I'll have to put this in the bin. So yeah, that is that. And then the last PS4 game I've got is the Psikyo Collection Volume 2. So I showed the first one in the last video, but this didn't come out until like a month and a half after the first one. So yeah, this one has got Sengoku Ace, Sengoku Blade, or Tengai and Samurai Aces. And then it's got Sengoku Cannon, which is a PSP game. I think, did it come on the arcade as well? But then the ones that people probably know is Gunbird and Gunbird 2. And one that was very left field for me, and it actually isn't a shooter, is Gunbarrick, which is the gem. That is the gem of the collection. It plays a bit like Arkanoid, except with pretty much the Psikyo crazy world that's been formed around it. You have like 2 paddles that are going across. So if you miss the first one, you've got a chance to hit again. And honestly, it's probably one of my favorite like bat and ball type games. Really enjoyed it. Yeah, so I've got this on the Switch as well, which is how I've played it originally. But of course, I need it on the PS4 because that's where. Why would you not want it on the PS4? That is the best console to have. And it also came with this bit of artwork, which supposedly Dylan hasn't had any of these. I've got shitloads piled up over there. So when you buy these from Amazon Japan, they always send, well, not always, but a lot of the time, to send this like A4 sheet of artwork. Pretty cool, but totally pointless. I don't know what I'm supposed to do with them all. But yeah, let's have a bit of a drink. Next up, finally, we have got an English version of PC Engine TurboGrafx 16 book. So if anyone remembers, I actually got the the French version of this, and it was good to look through the pictures. It really was. But man, oh man, this is essential for anyone who likes PC Engine, TurboGrafx, or is at least intrigued by it. Goes through all of the games and all of the regions, and then has like a little bit of stuff about like the magazines that came out, the extra hardware. Honestly, this is flipping fantastic. Originally in French, so I believe there is a few like sort of like spelling errors and stuff like that, but to be honest, I'm dyslexic, so I can hardly read as it is. Usually, I mean, that's why the French one was okay for me, because just looking at the pretty pictures. And then next up, we have got one book that I've been wanting for ages. It sold out, and then again, it restocked, and yeah, I finally got, what's it called? The Guide to Japanese Role-Playing Games by Bitmap Books. Such a fantastic thing. I don't think it's got every RPG. How can it? There's so many, but man, it goes through all of the classics. Really does. Love this book. Really do. Such great artwork on the front. It's a shame to have it down by the spine. So I'm going to try and find a way to like have it as a display piece, because it's flipping stunning. Gotta say, one of my favourite books. Definitely, if you like RPGs, this is an essential. So yeah, I was kind of worried that I might have to start paying like over retail for it because it was getting really hard. Well, it was really hard to find. But yes, next up. So that is everything I got from here. We're on to the retro now. So you might have noticed I've got a Red 7 t-shirt, arcade and retro gaming. So yeah, I did a bit of a deal with Nick. He had some duplicate PC Engine games, and he sent me a picture of what he had, and there was quite a few that I would like. So we did a bit of a trade, and he sent me a flipping gift, the Nutter, and it's absolutely blown me away. It really has. So I'm going to already say thank you for it, even though I have before. But yeah, what did I get? So there was a couple of games I wanted, but nestled in there was a couple of other games that I already had loose games of, and he put these in with it. I mean, these are gifts as well, because I only paid for 2 games, and he did a flipping amazing deal for them. And the ones that he put in were Sun, which is very faded, but to be honest, I'm okay with that. But yeah, it's got the game inside and everything like that. It looks a bit worse for wear, to be honest. Oh no, that was just the sleeve. Actually, look. So yeah, that is awesome. It's quite funny because mine's kind of faded like this, so it actually kind of works well together. It actually looks like it's from the same one. So yeah, I'm gonna have a spare card to pass on to someone. I actually played this recently. What this game is a platforming game. I thought it was sort of like an auto scroller. Is that what the first one is, maybe? But this is a more traditional sort of like explorative platformer. Amazing graphics. This is really colourful. This is, dare I say it, a hidden gem. Really, I had really good fun playing this the other night when I was testing it. And then the next one, I mean, needs no introduction. It's Image Fight. Again, I had the loose cart of this. I think he's got put it in here as well. So yeah, he's put this in here. So I've got a spare copy of this. Brutally hard, but this is the more doable, or at least my playable version. I've actually got to the end of this, but just never beat it, because I think if you use too many continues on this, it then adds an extra stage on where it is literally unbeatable. So if you play it and like you can get to the end, you don't have that. It makes it a bit easier. So get good, guys. Get good. So yeah, I've got a couple of spare copies of them to pass on to people, which I've got someone in mind anyway. But yeah, the games that I bought from him, which are absolutely incredible. Finally got this. Well, again, actually, yeah. Do I have this? I can't remember. Yeah, finally got this, and it is Parodius. I'm having to think, because I've got so many copies of Parodius. It is literally my favourite shooter. It's kind of like what sort of like made me stop and think. I played Gradius on the NES, and then when I got a Super Nintendo, I got a Super Famicom version of this, and absolutely loved it. It blew me away, and that's pretty much what made me a shoot 'em up fan. I just needed the pretty graphics, the pretty ladies, and yeah, this is a cool version to have, because it does play slightly different. I mean, in the end of the day, it's Gradius with pretty colours. They don't play much difference. Oh, and then it's got like Pop and Twinbee like bells in it as well, which always mess you up. There, trying to get the right colour of that is where you die every time. Yeah, I've never completed this properly. Never completed it properly, but yeah, I'm gonna have a good go on the on this one. I always play. It's one of them games that I always come back to. Maybe I need to leave that for another video. But yeah, the one that I really wanted was Bloody Wolf. Now I actually do have a copy of this, but I actually play just a loose copy of this. But I actually did play. That's what I was thinking. I did play it recently, and it's all glitchy. It doesn't work properly, so I'm not too sure what that's about. I don't, because I've got a different console than when I first had it, so maybe it's something to do with the console. I'm not too sure, but yeah. again, I've got someone I'm going to send that to as well to see if that can see if they can resurrect it, because that's cool. It's a really good game. This is sort of like a run and gun shooter, sort of like think Contra but like isometric-y. Pretty cool. You get on motorbikes and crash into things and can't. Well, I don't think I've got past the first stage of this one either. This is brutal, but yeah, such a cool game to get, and it's one of them PC Engine classics that you need in your collection. You really do. So thanks for that deal. They were a great price. Although I say price, we're going to be working out a deal. I'm going to be I've started building up some games to send to him, but yeah, in with all that, and I didn't know this was coming. Although I did see it in the spare stuff. Flipping heck, can't believe he sent me this. Persona 2 on the PSP. Flipping amazing. That is absolutely incredible. So he downplays this because it doesn't come with a CD soundtrack. It just comes with the game, which is more than enough for me because this will be getting played. Actually, I might play this in Halloween month as my Halloween RPG. That'd be pretty cool because I've not played any handheld games properly for a while. So yeah, it literally is just the outer box and the game, which honestly, that is more than enough. This has got such a presence on this. Well, this will have such a presence on my PSP shelf. I just can't wait to play it. I really love the Shin Megami Tensei games. Persona games, not so much because of like how it gets the diary system in, and it gets a bit too school kiddie. Because there's a lot of you go into school, you go into classes and everything like that. But when you get dungeon crawling, it's like amazing. It's the type of RPG that I find really good. It's almost like Pokemon. It's like a dark version of Pokemon. That's probably the best way to call Persona games. But to be honest, I don't know if that mechanic is in the original ones, or if it is more like dungeon crawly, which I'm kind of hoping it is, because I'm rubbish at diaries, I'm rubbish at dates. That's why I'm always late for everything. So yeah, I'm really looking forward to digging into this. I don't know if I've said huge thanks for this, mate. I mean, you already did me a stellar deal, and then you put this in it as well, and it just blew me away. And the t-shirt as well. I need to get some made up of mine and then send one back as well, actually. So that is a good point. But yeah, anyway, again, I'm going to say again, thank you, Nick. Thank you. And obviously, I'll be putting a link down below for his channel. If you've not subscribed already, he is probably one of my favourite YouTubers that have just come out recently. Well, ever. Because he's got such lust-worthy collections of arcade machines and video games. Amazing. He collects Japanese, PAL, everything, and it's all top-notch stuff as well. So yeah, get yourself down there. So big thanks again. So anyway, yeah, thanks for watching, and I'll see you guys in the next one, which might be quite a big one. I don't know. I'll see you guys later. Bye.